Publisher journey video of the day today. Today I set up my product on all the major platforms out there like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and so forth. It takes about 3 days to set up from start to finish to create a product for me, as of right now. About 3 days. If I really rush it, maybe 2, maybe 1. If I really rush it, but I don't want to completely rush everything. Then if there's errors and so forth, then I got to go back and fix it. It just messes up the momentum. So it takes about 3 days. The first day is coming on with the idea, the title, the subtitle, the table of contents, the book description, and things of that nature. That takes about a day. The next day, the second day, I create the product. Once I have the outline, I could generate the content from start to finish and pretty much create a book in a day. And after that, the third day is when I set up the product on all the major platforms out there and publish it. And then I rinse and repeat. So it's about 2 to 3 books a week, 2.5 books a week. Some days faster, some days not as much. So overall, that's about 10 books a month that I could, if I keep at it and there's no other distractions, then I might potentially do 10 books a month. Minimum, I'm trying to aim at least 2 books a week. That's about 8 books a month. 8 books a month, not bad. But 10 books a month, 10 new books a month. And that's a lot of work. So I've noticed with AI, it's supposed to save you time. It can for the consumer, but for the creator, now you have no like every second of the day in your life, it's just like an opportunity to create more content and products. Even if you delegate it, it's just like there's more to manage because you're creating more and more products. So it's good and bad, because it's good because you're creating more products, you're building your business and whatnot. It can be bad to a certain extent if all you're doing is just, it seems like from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, you're working, So, right now it's fine with me because I need to put my time in right now. Because I remember back when 2020 happened, we didn't have any opportunity to get out of the house. All I did was work on my business, and that year, my business grew a lot. Because it forced me, 2020 forced me to stay at home and just focus and be productive. Thank goodness I had an online business, with the new times. If I didn't have an online business, offline business, like a restaurant per se, it would have been difficult. But having an online business, a lot of online business owners, those who are digital, most of us actually grew in 2020. So now AI feels like another kind of 2020 feeling, because now I don't have to depend on writers and rely on writers who accept my offers that I find and whatnot. There's no excuses. AI is here with me all the time. So if I'm not working, I could be thinking about work. Like, what other books should I do? If I'm working a lot faster. So it's helping not just me, but also my team too. My team, I have a small team, designer and virtual assistant. They're getting more work. They're getting paid more work from their work, So it's a win-win situation, not just for me, but for my team as well moving forward. And also at the end of the day, most importantly, the customers. They're getting more and more books. And in my personal opinion, better books than I did back in the days. They're longer, there's more structure, they're more organized, they're grammatically correct, they're faster, so I'm excited, but at the same time, it's not everything, because sometimes I look at people who are just, I don't know. I'm going to keep on doing it because I have a certain goal I want to reach, in terms of books I want to publish, and also the income I want to make, the sales I want to make. I'm not quite there yet. And until then, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going, But I'm going to enjoy and smell the roses too. I got to realize that, because if I'm just working on work, then it's it's kind of like, I don't know. There's no difference than working at a job that you don't like, if you don't enjoy the process. So I want to take my time. That's why I like to pick the topics I want to pick. I try to make this process enjoyable as possible. I'm not just going to just pick a topic, just to pick a topic. I want to pick a topic that's meaningful. That's why I'm working on a book about world hunger, aligned to the goals of the world, global goals, United Nations goals. Actually, they have like 17 to 18 goals. So I said, why not do a book on that? So I want to do that. Also, I like to go for unique topics because those are profitable topics. So I want to see results. So, HowExpert Guide to World Hunger. I was working on that today. I also published some books on Shopify using a book vault app. And now, next, after I publish this book, I got to work on what's going to be my next book. I like to cover all bases, whether it's unique topics, bestsellers, global goals, general topics, subtopics, all topics from A to Z. So for me, kind of the exciting part of the business, I would say for me, is finding topics. I kind of enjoy that process. The other parts of the work sometimes, like setting up the book, it could get a little monotone. It could feel like a little bit redundant, I would say. But coming up with the new topics, finding the new topics, and absolutely also coming up with a title, subtitle, outline, table of contents, and the book description. I don't want to delegate those because that's the seed of the product, and I want to make sure I pick the right topic, the right outline, and the right book description. That's how it starts the book. If you have a right outline, good outline, then you can create a good book. If you have a poorly designed outline, table of contents, the book is not going to be that great or interesting. So I'm using AI to create the best possible, most structured, most interesting, most comprehensive outline as possible. And then I also use AI to create the content, chapter by chapter. So that's where I'm going right now. And but the exciting part for me is finding unique topics. I just like it. I love finding these unique topics I've never heard of. Then I just go into it and I'm like, wow, this is making money. Now, does every book that I publish sell? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. So the more books I publish, the more I learn. Okay, these type of topics sell well and these don't. For me, what's working right now is the unique, interesting niches that most people don't go into. I'll go for all topics, but that's why I like finding these unique topics, man. Because no one's really doing it, And yeah, so and by the way, there's so many topics out there. The more you research, I don't like to say the word impossible, but it's pretty much unrealistic to say you're going to publish every topic under the sun. There's too many topics out there. So I want to go for topics that I've never been heard of. A lot of people say don't go into niches that are too small. No one's going to read a book about underwater basket weaving, people say. And guess what? When people say that, I had an idea. I was just like, you know what? I'll be the one who writes a book on underwater basket weaving. I'm going to do it. That's one of my book topics I'm going to do later on. As a matter of fact, that might be my next book. One of my next books. Because everyone, when they say don't go into niches too small, all the gurus, you know what they say as an example? They say underwater basket weaving. Guess what? I think there's an actual audience for underwater basket weaving. There's YouTube videos about it. There's no books about it though. Maybe one or two. I don't think so. I'll be the first. And it's okay. Sometimes these books sell because no one else is doing it. Those are the type of topics I like. I'm going to go for it. Thanks for watching. I got to go. Talk soon. All right. Take care. Bye.